This is for the Ghost Tarot, if you chose it for me. This deck is a Rider-Waite-Smith based, somewhat, and it's kind of sad. It's a deck that kind of gives a bit of a gloomy, sad feel to it. But it's one of my favorites as well. No, not every deck I have is a favorite one. It's just I prefer some of the more darker, mythological kind of decks. Everybody has their preference. Some people like having kittens and dogs and just sunshine and rainbows. There's even a tarot deck that's out that's about drag. Okay. Whatever makes it work. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, I don't know what else to say, but I wasn't expecting a drag deck. Anyway. Ghost Tarot. Stop it. I don't know why all of a sudden it's starting to act up. Ghost Tarot, okay. Oh, somebody is facing judgment. So it's like something is coming right back around to test you again. It could also be that something from your past is coming in to have another shot, to try again. It could be anything that you thought you were over and done with is coming back once again. It can be a test. It can be somebody coming back that says, I want you back in my life. Or like an ex coming back that wants to actually try again. Any kind of lesson or any kind of situation that you thought you were finished with, well, it's coming back from the dead and is rising up again. So now it's pretty much universe saying, hey, let's see if you learned the lesson this time. Okay, let's do this again. Take 2. Action. Nope. Okay, looks like we'll have to bring that up later. And then it comes back again. Because that's what judgment does. It comes back around. And if you haven't finished the lesson, or if you haven't surpassed the lesson, or learned the lesson, or do what the universe is trying to teach you, well, the universe will just go, okay, we'll move him along, and we'll just bring that back around when he's ready. And then they bring it back around again. That's what judgment does. It may actually also have something to do with something regarding the full moon incoming. Because there's a full moon in the picture. It may involve something that's going to happen on the full moon. Or it may be the day before or the day after. Maybe like an intent put out there, or just some big hot mess that happens that day. We will see. Next card we have the 6 of Swords. Now that's a little odd. Flip it the other way around. If you see, we both have this, looks like the same figure around in here. I see what you're doing. And it's also the full moon again. I see what you're doing. So probably you went away from something, or you traveled away from something, or something moved away from you, and the same spirit ghost, which would be like the universe or divine being, is coming back around to say, hey, no. You're not done yet. No. You're going to try this again. So, heeding the call, it comes back to you again. Comes right back together. Or even if you have something involving moving away from your child, or a child is moving away at someone else's request, that can be seen too, because there's a hooded figure and a child figure in the 6 of Swords that's traveling away, but since it's Judgment with the Six of Swords, it's probably saying, well, time to try again, and now you got to move towards it, or it's going to come towards you. And again, the moon's full on that one, but this moon actually has a face. The other one doesn't. Now, the last card to come out will be that one. Oh, there we go. The Ace of Swords. Okay, got it. So, first, you have Judgment. Something's coming right back around again for round 2 to make sure you've learned the lesson. Because of that, you get clarity on the situation with this Ace of Swords, like, aha! Got it. I now know what I'm supposed to do, and take a look at the full moon again. So possibly, all this stuff may take place on the full moon. So we have Judgment, and because of Judgment, you get the clarity you need to move forward with something, or move towards something that is important to you. Or it's something that you thought you lost, but it's not. Being called back around to it. This time you realize what to do this time, rather than be all like, oops, mistake. And now you can actually travel towards what you're trying to accomplish, or even what you thought you lost comes back to you because you can now think clearly. Or even this way. You've got clarity. Now you're moving towards something to try again with. Or maybe you have, since you're able to, with clarity, you can now try something again, so therefore you move towards it. Whichever you believe is most relevant to you, but usually the Judgment card, usually with the air cards, I don't do zodiac sign picks, or I'd be like, oh, that card's like that zodiac sign. I mean, unless if it actually comes out of my mouth like, well, that looks like that zodiac sign, then I usually don't call it because it kind of fixates it. But there are like elemental associations too, like because mainly this whole reading would have been like a lot of blowing going on. And that Judgment card, I mean, to be quite honest, I'd see Judgment as a card of Saturn because it's like, okay, here's your karma, let's see if you fixed it. No? Okay, well, whack, now try it again.